Welcome to Inside Our Minds podcast. I'm your moderator, Aaron Collier, and I'm joined weekly by two amazing co-hosts, Robbie McIntosh and Ashama Rucker. Robbie has autism and Ashama has Noonan syndrome, but that doesn't stop them from living life on their own terms. Every episode, we take you into the minds of Robbie and Ashama as they share their perspectives and experiences as adults who don't let their disabilities define them. Keep listening to be inspired. Good morning and happy Monday. I am Aaron Collier with the two best hosts in the whole entire world,
Robbie McIntosh
and Ashama Rucker.
And we are back with a milestone episode, baby. Episode 15.
Yes.
15 episodes. Robbie, what you feel about that? How you feel about that?
I feel pretty excited about that. And as I was telling you earlier, I just cannot adequately believe how far we've gotten and how far we've come to this milestone. As I hear all the time flies when you're having fun. And as one person said, the more you keep moving and the more you keep doing your job and responsibilities, you will not understand how far you've gotten.
Dude, we're definitely spending a lot of time together because I literally in my head, I had it planned out. I was going to be like, time flies when you're having fun. You read my mind, brother. You read my mind. That just means we're having so much fun together. We're spending a lot of time with each other. And hey, it's not only episode 15. We are over 200 5-star reviews on Spotify.
Yes.
That is freaking awesome, man.
Yes.
I am so proud of y'all. And to celebrate such a cool accomplishment and such a big milestone, we have a guest on today.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about supported living and how y'all's program works, right? Like, that's why we started this. Y'all have a disability. Y'all are disabled. Y'all are able to do whatever you want, like live on your own. And that's where supported living, the program, comes into play. So we're going to talk about that supported living. And we thought it'd be great to bring a guest speaker, Jose Lopez, on.
Yes.
Yes.
You excited?
Yes.
And Jose lives on his own. He lives in the program with us. And that's just another perspective you can hear from. How excited is that?
Very exciting.
Very, very, very exciting, man. I'm fired up. Jose, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah. So my name is Jose Lopez. I'm with Eleanor and I live with staff who support me with support living.
Yep.
On an apartment.
Yep, you live in your own apartment. You don't live with staff. They just are there when you need them, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How's the program been so far?
It's been great and I learned from a lot from them and I want to introduce y'all what I learned so far.
Yeah, dude, we're going to get into that today and I'm so excited.
Yes.
So everyone listening, right? Like, I love the fact this platform like has the listeners and has the brand. Like, I love the fact we created the brand because that's what we wanted. Like, we wanted to have a platform to help other people. And now today we are here to talk about supported living and what we do. So long story short, I won't dive super deep into it, but you have group homes, right? And people that live in group homes, their main goal of group home living is to one day eventually get on their own. Right. So think about supported living as like that next step. You know what I mean? Like now you're living on your own. You are living on your own, but staff is there 24/7, not living with you, but there if you need them. Right. So you're still able to tackle your own cleaning, your own chores, your cooking tasks. You're able to do everything on your own, but whatever you need help with, staff is there. We are literally here to support you when you need it. And that's the difference between like supported living and group home living.
Yes.
So I love the fact that we started supported living because it brought all of us together. And now I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all are some of my best friends. Like, I love y'all to death. And without supported living, we wouldn't have that. And man, I'm so happy. I love y'all to death. Y'all are freaking awesome. With that being said, are y'all ready to dive in?
Yes.
All right. Well, it sounds like it is time to welcome you inside our minds. All right, let's get into it. We actually had to take like a 5-minute break there?
Yeah.
Was that like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
And why did we take a 5-minute break?
Because we got so out of breath.
Yeah, we did. Why did we get out of breath?
Because we were dancing to our theme song.
Right? And I just kind of wanted to bring that up because, like, dude, talk about a milestone. I love our theme song.
I truly do love our
Like, I mean,
theme
I don't think
song.
it's ever gonna get old. Like every time I hear it, I just start dancing, and then I get out of breath. Jose, you like our theme song?
Yes. It's fun.
Y'all ready to talk about supported living?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, let's
Yup.
do it. Robbie, let's start with you. So, what made you want to live independently?
Well, so what made me want to live independently? So, this has always been my dream ever since I was like a young boy, at least almost like 10 to 15 years old, or 10 years old rather. Don't know the age. But my mom said, the day's gonna come. I can remember my mom saying to me, the day's gonna come when you're just gonna be wanting to live in your own apartment and live by yourself. And I would always think, well, I always thought of living with my parents just to be around them more and be with my parents more. But part of being an adult really is having your own place. And eventually that dream thankfully came true. And I wasn't perfect when I moved in. Made a couple mistakes, but moved into my own apartment, been in like 4 different programs, and now here I am.
Hey, there you go. Well, we always talk about like one path is always going to lead to the next, and I'm so excited that you're in our program and you're thriving too. You're doing such a great job. Ashama, what made you want to live independently?
To be able to have my own stuff. To be able to have like my own kind of like privacy. Like to be able to live on your own. You can have your anything of yours that belongs to you.
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want, right?
Yeah,
Like
you do whatever you want. You can skip, dance, do
Yeah,
whatever you
yeah.
want.
and not be judged, right? Like
Right,
And
and not be judged.
I feel that when I'm at home, I'm dancing and singing, and when I'm in the shower, holy crap, I'm yelling. I'm like screaming at the top of my lungs.
When I dance and sing, I'm never judged for that. They tell me that I'm the best dancer.
You are the best dancer. You are the best dancer. So you're gonna have to teach me something. Jose, what made you want to live independently?
So I got used to living on my own because every time my parents go out the weekend, I was still home alone. And when I moved in, like, yes, I cannot wait to be home alone.
Yeah.
When I moved in, I was like, yeah, let's go. So I got exciting though, but
Yeah.
a little scared.
So you got a little bit of experience, right? So you were living at home with your parents, but they would leave for the weekend, and then you'd be by yourself. So,
Yes.
So you're like, I can do this, right? And
Yes.
How did you feel the first time you were like, you know what, I'm about to get my own apartment?
I'm scared.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so like, was it easy to settle in though? Like,
Yes, it was kind of hard because I was like scared, but since I got God with me, I was
Yeah.
feeling okay now.
God got your back. And then you also met me.
Yes,
Oh.
I was happy to meet you so far.
Dude, it was awesome, right? I remember when I met you the first time, I was like, Jose. Man,
Yes.
that was awesome. So, man, I love all y'all. Y'all are awesome. All right, next question. Robbie, what's something you have gotten much better at since living independently?
Well, cleaning, of course, cleaning and cooking and I will say too that I struggle with some of this because I have like a sleep schedule that, it's really hard for me to get up in the morning because I have to get up so early to get my deep cleaning, and I become exhausted once I do it. But I've just been told that the more I get up and start moving, the more I have energy, and I always hope and pray that I do have energy when I clean, but I'm just working on getting to do it, learning on doing it each day without fail at exactly the same time so that I don't, just not forgetting it all, so that I can be more of an independent adult live as an independent adult without staff having to check up on me.
Yeah, no, 100%. I know you talk about getting early, and I think you really thrive off having structure, and like you have such a busy life, and that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like some people just kind of stay at home all day and really don't do much. You know what I mean? But you get up, you go to day sport, you go to work twice a week. Like you have such a busy schedule, which makes you crunch time when it's time to clean and do laundry and stuff, but you do such a good job of getting all that stuff done.
And with cooking too, I will say that there's some recipes that I'm not really good at, but I just need to learn some safety things, not just about the oven or the stove, but cutting and and how to safely operate things and cook things and all that.
Yeah, 100%. And you're getting there. You're getting really, really close. All right, Ashama, what's something you have gotten much better at since living independently?
Cleaning.
Cleaning?
Basically, yeah, because normally at the times when I was getting up go to day support, I was rushing and, forget to clean. So basically cleaning.
Yeah. And your whole life, you kind of like almost upped your cleaning game. Like I remember in high school, you said you started cleaning buses and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you started cleaning for work, and now you're at home and taking really good care of your apartment.
Yeah, I cleaned bus companies, the cafeteria, the offices, and schools and stuff, inside the schools and stuff. So basically,
there you go. That's what I'm talking about. You want to come clean my house?
Depending on how much you got to clean.
Oh, it's...
I clean it with bleach and Fabuloso.
Okay. Jose, what's something you have gotten much better at since living independently?
Cleaning.
Cleaning? Okay. How so?
Vacuuming, washing dishes, do my laundry, and keep it clean.
Okay.
Stuff can pop out of nowhere. Like you, wow, I didn't realize they're coming.
Yeah, when it's cleaning day, you better be doing your tasks, right?
If not, you know it's coming.
Yeah, you might get in trouble. Yep. So, but you do a good job. All right, next question, Robbie. Have you ever had a funny cooking disaster?
That's kind of a trick question for me because all of the cooking disasters that I have were pretty much serious cooking disasters. Like there have been times where I'd be cooking and the smoke alarm would go on. And it's like, oh my word, something's...
I gotta, dude, I am going to jump in here. Y'all have the most sensitive smoke alarms ever. Like, I remember even when I would cook at your apartment, like your smoke alarm would just go off for no reason.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but it's scary, but it's so scary, but like you didn't do anything wrong. It's just the smoke alarm is so sensitive. Sorry, I had to jump in there.
Yeah. No, that's okay. Yeah. So anytime that would be on, I would have the impression that something has gone wrong with cooking and this is when I was in a different program, not L&R, they'd say, don't keep doing this because the more you cook your food at a certain temperature, whatever, you're at high risk of setting the house or your apartment on fire. And no, we don't want you to do that. They don't want me to do that. And then the other thing too, forgot what the other thing was, but anyhow, just burning the food and the smoke alarm was the main thing. The main cooking disasters that I've had problems with. Other than these things have been going just fine, basically, for me.
I had a cooking disaster the other night. So all day long, I was craving a Red Baron pizza, like craving it. I couldn't get home to eat pizza. And I got home, put it in the oven. I only had one, by the way. Put it in the oven, went upstairs to shower, came downstairs. It was black.
Oh, my word.
It was black. I literally burnt my only pizza. And I was so sad because I was so hungry. So trust me, I have cooking disasters too.
Need to be by your oven at all times.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I'm learning too. So Ashama, have you ever had a funny cooking disaster?
Yes, I have.
And what happened?
I made spaghetti on the wall, spaghetti sauce on the wall, spaghetti sauce on the wall.
Oh no!
The last time when I made the Alfredo was leaking over the pot, went inside of the stove.
Oh, when it boils.
Yeah, when it boiled,
I hate when that happens.
Then it went down into the oven, and then with the spaghetti sauce, it was up on the wall.
Dude, that happens to me too. And the only thing is like when you pick it up, it like goes back down. It's weird. Like I hate when it boils over.
Yeah, so that's why I try to be careful with it now. Is like put it low.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And I was right there. I didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
When I'm cooking, I stay right there in the kitchen.
There is like a trick you can do. Like I saw online, if you take a wooden spoon and put it over, like it won't boil. It's weird. It won't boil over. Like, I don't know what the wooden spoon does, but I'd started doing it and it's not boiling over. So,
oh, wow. Maybe I need to get one because I don't have one.
Something to try. Jose, I know the answer to this question. Have you ever had a funny cooking disaster?
Yes. Every time I cook boiled eggs, I had it cooking well, but it doesn't work. It doesn't boil. One time I was cooking it, and the water was coming out of the stove.
Okay.
I was like, oh my goodness. I turned it off. I ate it. It was so wrong. I said, I forget
it. It was raw? The egg was?
Yes.
Don't tell me you ate all of them.
No, I threw it away.
Smart. You want to tell the listeners about your other cooking disaster? Oh,
Maybe next time.
maybe can I tell them?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Love Jose to death, right? And hey, guys, this is why we're in supported living, right? Like, no one's perfect.
Nope.
Everyone's learning.
Right.
So Jose, one day he wanted to cook a pizza, and he goes, "You know what? I'm gonna cook a pizza." He realized he didn't have his pizza oven. He lost it, or pizza rack. He lost it. So Jose decided to put a plastic plate in the oven instead of a pizza rack. What happened there?
It burned.
It caught on fire, didn't it?
Yes.
Oh, and thank God we stopped that fire. But now Jose, instead of using the oven, use an air fryer, right?
Yes.
And that's helped a lot better.
Yes.
Yeah, but we learned, right?
Yes, we
But
learn from
that's
mistakes.
that's the point of that question. Like, none of us are perfect, and like, you make a mistake, you learn from it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And now you love the air fryer, and it's a lot easier than the oven.
Yeah, it's fun too.
Yeah, right. You just put stuff in there, it cooks, and we're good. All right. Next question. Robbie, what advice would you give someone who is about to live on their own for the first time?
Well, I mean, I'd say my advice is simply this, don't be afraid to, if you live on your own for the first time, it may feel weird at first. It may feel scared because nobody's really with you. Like, that's the way it was. I don't think it was that way for me, but because I had staff in the apartment with me at all times, but for supported living, it's different. But if you ever find yourself in a place basically where you're lonely, you're upset, sad, depressed, or upset, don't be afraid to call your parents. You can call them, but not only that, you can call staff. Don't be afraid to call staff. They will always be there with you by your side 24/7 in case of an emergency. And the same thing with your parents too. And that's my advice.
That's a really, really good answer. Great job. Ashama, what advice would you give someone who is about to live on their own for the first time?
The advice that I would give someone is don't be scared.
Mm-hmm.
Anoint wherever you're gonna live, your apartment or your house, so you can feel safe, and always do the safety hazard. Always have a safety hazard plan. If you're living in a program for the first time, always ask the staff for help or things that you don't understand. And that is my
That's a really, really good
advice.
answer. Really, really good advice. Really, really good answer. And I'm gonna kind of piggyback on that. I think with right there, like, if you're living on your own for the first time, especially in supported living, no question is ever a dumb question. If you got a question, ask away, because we're there to help you, support you. Like, that is my job, right? I'm here to help with y'all with whatever y'all need, Jose, what advice would you give someone who is about to live on their own for the first time?
It's a tricky question, but I can answer that question to you.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't be afraid. Don't be shy, because you're not alone. Staff is there for you.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
They give you information, phone numbers, emails, text messages, everything, even schedules.
Yeah. That's a really, really good advice and really good point there. Yeah, when you live on your own for the first time, staff comes over there, and we give y'all all the staff's numbers. We give y'all on-call staff. We help y'all get schedules, so it's a lot easier for y'all to have that structure. It's not just like, oh, I'm living on my own. Oh, crap, where do I start? We help you go grocery shopping. We help you go to your appointments. You know what I mean? We help you set up transportation.
yeah.
Like, we help you really dive in. So I really like that you gave that advice. I mean, that's awesome advice.
I know
Thank
when
you.
I first got in, my brother and his wife took me grocery shopping when I first moved into
Mhm.
Hunter Chase Apartments, because
Yeah.
it was a Saturday.
Yeah.
So the movers moved in all my stuff in, and it took me a while to unpack, but
Mhm.
I liked it. And then I went grocery shopping. So
Yeah. And now, like, y'all are on different grocery shop schedules. Like, I'm with you on Mondays.
Yes.
We go grocery shopping on Mondays. Jose, me and you go grocery shopping on Tuesday. And Robbie, me and you go grocery shopping on Wednesdays. I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, supported living's cool. Like, y'all, everyone gets their own time with staff, time to go grocery shopping, and appointments and everything. So really, really, really good advice, Jose. Really, really good answer. Well, guys, that actually wraps us up for questions, and that was really, really fun. Did you have a lot of fun?
Yeah, I did.
How much fun? 1 to 10.
10.
10?
It's a cool and interesting episode.
Yeah, and the coolest part about it, right? Just like the Insider Minds brand, now you're able to help people that might be about to live on their own for the first time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right? Like, how would you feel a lot better about living on your own if you heard an episode like this before you started living on your own?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
No, I 100% agree. Well, I mean, that was so fun. So fun. Ashama, you got any closing statements?
So my closing statement is when you're living on your own, if you're living in a program, just make sure that you get in contact with staff. Like if your friend's coming over, staying the night, or if you're going off site or going back on site, going anywhere, always let a staff know because it's a safety hazard for them. So if you don't text them and let them know what you're doing or who's over, they will never know. So basically, it's always to be honest with the staff and, take care of what you gotta take care of. Have fun in your own apartment. Don't destroy it, but just have fun in your own apartment. And, you can go and come as you please.
Yeah.
Cause that's what we do. We go to the store, we come back, we do what we want, but we do it as a safety hazard.
Yeah, and that the check-ins, that's really our like only like rule, right? Like just make sure you check in with staff. And the reason that, like, if Ashama were to leave and not let us know, we have no idea that she'd be gone. And then if something happened, we would have no idea because we just think you're at home.
Right, because last Sunday I got so excited about my baptism. And I forgot to text LaTanya.
That was awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I forgot to text LaTanya. And when I got to church, I said, oh, I forgot to text you that I left outside, but I left at 10:30.
Yeah.
Because I was excited. Because, sometimes when you get excited, you be forgetting the text. But then I remember the text, and stuff like that.
I'm so proud of you on that baptism. And God bless you. And so excited for this next journey of your life.
Yes.
So, man, that's awesome. Robbie, closing statement?
Yeah, I would say for closing statement, and me and Ashama told me the same thing when she was at my house cooking about her baptism. And I told her about the feelings that I had about my baptism. It made me think about my baptism, and that was pretty interesting. But I also want to tell you is that ever since that time, and this is really important, I made several mistakes in my life, and none of us are really perfect. And so in terms of living in your own apartment, I'd say basically you may have some inside ups and downs that you don't even realize that you may not come in contact. I've done the same thing in my apartment where, I've done stuff to staff that I shouldn't, or my apartment wasn't as clean as I thought it was. But if you ever have questions, if you have concerns, and like Ashama said, let staff know. I can remember a time like when I was going to a church meeting, my mom said, none of us knew that you took Uber to church today. And I said, well, I said to my mom, I thought I told her when she said I didn't. And I thought I didn't need to. Well, and I said to her, well, you don't always tell dad where he goes. And so my point is that even though if you're kind of not wanting to tell them, you need to do it anyway. And if anytime you come and goes, you please let staff know. I do the same thing all the time with you. I do with Tori. I do with everybody else. And as Ashama said, it's a safety thing. It's like an emergency hazard because that's the same thing there. I won't go into all the details, but talk to somebody, let staff know when you're heading off site, and let them know if you have any questions. And the more you do this, your independent lifestyle will turn out and everything will work out just fine.
Yeah, and it's a safety thing. And I tell y'all all the time, I love y'all to death. Y'all are awesome. We spend so much time together. We're becoming such good friends. And I mean, I truly care about y'all. So we want to know where y'all are, right? Like, I don't think y'all realize how much we worry about y'all. Like, there's a couple residents that like to stay out way past my bedtime, but we'll get a check-in at like 1 a.m. And I'm just like, I can't sleep because I'm up worrying about y'all. It's like y'all are like my brothers and sisters. You know what I mean?
So basically, before I even got under the program, I was doing it with my sister and my mom. Like my sister be like, oh, text me when you come back. Like I could go for a walk. I let her know. I said, hey sis, I'm going for a walk. And then I text her, hey, I'm back. And then I let her know if I go to the doctor and stuff. So I'm so used to doing it.
Yeah.
So with outside the program, and that's how I'm doing it in the program. I'm so used to it.
28 years old. My mom still texts me to check on me. Hey, Aaron, you home? Yes, I'm home, Mom. Love you. You know?
Yeah, my sister still, even though I'm under the program, my sister still do the same thing.
Yep, 100%.
And my case manager.
Jose, closing statement?
Yes, just be safe out there and don't forget that staff got your back. If you talk to strangers, make sure it's a God follower. Like Ashama says, God is always with you.
God is with you.
And if you have an apartment, keep it clean. Don't make a mess like I do.
Keep it clean. Don't make a mess like you do. Great closing statement. So
don't let it be a tornado.
Hell, don't let it be a tornado. All right, guys, I'll go now, man. Jose, that was so fun having you on. Robbie, blast as always. Ashama, blast as always. I can't believe we've done this for 15 weeks now.
Yes.
15 weeks. That's a long time, guys.
That's a long time.
And then y'all have 205 5-star reviews. I think that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Right? It's a lot. And
yes.
if you break that down, so that's 205 people giving us 5-star reviews. That's over 1,000 stars.
Right.
That's pretty cool. So we've gotten over 1,000 stars rating. I don't know. My brain just kind of came up with that, but that's pretty cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. And man, I'm just so happy and I'm just so excited for y'all, and y'all are really making an impact on people's lives. And the point of this episode, if you're about to live on your own for the first time, don't be scared. And the other thing too, if you got any questions about our program, if you got any questions about living on their own, or you're just nervous and want a friend to talk to, go to our website, insideourmindspod.com. Submit a question. Tell us how you feel. Ask us anything you want, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Great episode. I got some kind of poopy news, though. Okay, so guys, from now on, this podcast is a lot. Like, it's hard to plan, edit, promote. Like, it is so hard. So we're going to have to go to a bi-weekly schedule. Instead of releasing every single Monday, now we're going to release every other Monday. And yes, that sucks, but we're just going to have to, because life right now is really lifing. And Aaron is running out of time, and it's just beginning to be a lot. So I hope y'all understand, and thank y'all so much for helping the Inside Our Minds brand kind of get to where it's at now. And we love y'all to death, and we appreciate y'all listening. So with that being said, from everybody from Inside Our Minds, we hope you
have a great week.
Have a good week.
Have a great week.
Inside our minds, we will shine. They say we can't, we don't care. We write our own headlines. Inside our minds, we will shine. We're goal set, goal get, and we always stay kind. Inside our minds, inside our minds, inside our minds. Welcome inside our minds.